Hello and welcome to Tools to Create a Better Life with myself, Glenyce Hughes. Thank you so much for being here. I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, some tools to have the most joy-filled holiday so far. Now, some of you don't celebrate the holiday. That's okay. That is okay. These tools can be used anywhere, anytime for creating the joy that you would like to be on the planet, the joy you would like to experience on the planet. And due to having a title, we're talking about it from the point of holidays. So, the first tool is one that we talk about in Access Consciousness a lot, and it's something that I recommend people do every day, even if it's not the holidays. But what happens when we are in relationship with somebody is that we create basically based on yesterday. And if we've been in, a 10-year, 10-month, all our lifetime with a relationship with somebody, we're basing it on a lot of yesterdays. We're basing it on the past rather than today, this moment, present. So what you want to start doing is clearing the relationship. So the wording is, I destroy and uncreate everything my relationship was with blank yesterday. Times a godzillion, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, POD, POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So that is the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. You can go to theclearingstatement.com for more about how it works, but basically it's magic, and it just clears all the energies. So when we destroy and uncreate our relationship with somebody, we're not destroying and uncreating the relationship and, having it end. That's not what we're asking for. We're destroying and uncreating the relationship and the way it was yesterday, which then invites us to start new today, to start choosing something today, to have it be brand new today. And imagine that. Imagine having your relationship, whether you're married or with your kids or with your parents or with your siblings or your coworkers or your boss or whatever. Imagine it being a brand new connection, creationship every freaking day. Yes. Now I take it a little bit further. And I destroy and uncreate my relationship, oh, there's my little kitty Dottie, with everyone and everything from every lifetime. I just run that every day. Usually when I go to bed at night. Sometimes if I forget, then I run it in the morning. It doesn't matter when you run it. But what you're doing then is you're allowing everything to be brand new. Everything. And the reason I started running it like that, this is a little bit of a funny story, is I went into a antique shop probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I was drawn to so many things. I was like, oh, we got to buy this, we got to buy this, we got to buy this. And I'm not that person. I mean, unless it's makeup, let's be honest. Otherwise, I'm just not that person. I will buy what I like, but I don't want to buy everything. And I realized that what I was drawn to were the things that I'd probably owned in another lifetime, that were not going to create more for me now, but that relationship we had in the other lifetimes was what was pulling me in. So that's when I destroy and uncreate my relationship with everyone and everything times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, POD, POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Now, if you are struggling with somebody, so let's say coming up the holidays and you're going to spend time with somebody that you don't maybe love spending time with, but maybe they're part of the family and it's part of the deal or whatever it is, then what you want to start doing is running it just on that person. So still do the global one, we could call it, and then also destroy and uncreate my relationship and everything it's been with so-and-so yesterday, or however you want to word it. But it's basically that space of just destroying and uncreating the relationship and everything it has been, everything it was yesterday, and use their name specifically, or however you refer to them. So if it's your mom and you call her mom, then use mom. Don't use her first name if you don't call her by her first name. So that you can really start clearing those energies so that you can truly choose joy this holiday season, or any time that you're spending time with them. You can have a different space with it. So that's number one tool. And not that these are in any order, because I don't know that I very rarely put them in order, because they can't be. They can be used on anything all the time. That's what I love about them. Okay, so another tool to choose joy, the most joy-filled holiday season, is really look at your points of views about the holidays. So if you have the point of view going to that family member's house is boring, or you're always going to fight with so-and-so, or you don't like their kids, or you don't like how their kids treat them, or like whatever the insanity is, interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. And I know, guys, you've probably heard me talk about this a million times. Maybe you're even tired of me talking about this tool. I'm here to tell you I will never stop talking about this tool, because it has saved my life. Okay, that sounds dramatic, but honestly, it has saved the insanity in my life. It has saved me from the crazy. It has got me to choose greater and more and be the magic I truly be by being willing to be interesting point of view, to not have the point of view that I always, fight with so-and-so. Because guess what? We'll always prove ourselves right. So if I have the point of view that I always fight with so-and-so, I'll prove myself right. And guess what? I'll go to their house and then I'll fight with them and then I'll be right. Hashtag cute, not bright. So you really want to be aware of those points of views. Now, you don't necessarily have to know what the points of views are. When you're thinking about that interaction, when you're thinking about that family get-together or the party or whatever it is, just start, interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. So that you can get to total space. Now, let's say you're super excited. I'm one of the, I don't know what we'd call me, lucky, I guess. I really enjoy my family. I enjoy spending time with my family. I also don't spend every day with my family, so that could be the difference. But when we are together, I love it. I still use interesting point of view, because you know what? I could also go to the conclusion that it's always going to be good, or it's always going to be happy or something like that, which we could say, that's a great point of view to have, except that it's not awareness. So if I were willing to be aware of what was being created, then I might be able to change it. So if I don't have a point of view that it's going to be good or it's going to be bad, because both of those take judgment, then I can be interesting point of view, which allows it to be what's going to create greater, whatever that looks like. So be the walking, talking, interesting point of view that you truly be, my sweet friend, because that's where the magic is. Especially when we're dealing with other people, that's where the magic is. The other thing with being interesting point of view is that if you're willing to be interesting point of view, and you're choosing to be interesting point of view, nobody can be anything else around you. Which means if somebody has a really strong point of view, they're either going to have to leave the room or match you. So what if you could be the affect in the room rather than be at the effect? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, but rock, shorts, boys and beyonds. And I have a radio show from years ago, and I think it's called Affect or Effect or something like that. And we'll put a link here somewhere, or it's in the show notes. I'm going to actually talk about that for a moment, guys. We've got show notes. The magical gal who creates so much magic in my business with me, Erica, is doing up these phenomenal show notes, and it's basically a transcription. So if I do clearings, or if I talk about radio shows, or if I talk about who knows what, everything is in those show notes. So you can either access them on my webpage under the radio show, or if you are on my email list, they come into your email box every Sunday. So if you're not on them, not on my email list, hello, what are you waiting for? So we'll find a link somewhere. If you can't find it, let me know and I will get you the link if you'd like to join the list. Otherwise, they are on my webpage too. So really, when we're being the level of allowance, when we're being the magic of us, everybody around us will either match it or go away. And what if we don't have a point of view about whatever they choose with that? Yes. Okay, so those are the 2 tools. Let's talk about the 3rd tool. Now this one I can say saved my life, because I really do get that it did. And it's a tool about energetically expanding out. So a lot of times we live very, very contracted. So energetically, we're maybe like, this much and in our head, like by 1 square inch in our head. And that's actually not fun at all. I know, because I lived there for so many years. What we are is infinite beings with infinite oneness, which means energetically we are everywhere. When I look over there and see the trees, I'm there. When I think of what's under the ground, I'm there. When I think about beyond the earth, energetically, I'm there. As an infinite being, we are infinite oneness. So energetically, the more that we expand out, the more ease it will be. Because when we're contracted, everything, at least for me, this is the way I describe it, everything feels like a punch. And it hurts, and I don't like it, and it's icky, and it's gross. And I lived my life there until I started energetically expanding out and being all of me from that spaciousness. Then I could go to the mall for hours and days on end and have no point of view. I could be the affect. I was no longer the effect at the effect. And so the more that you energetically expand out, the more ease it's going to be. So keep that in mind when you are with friends and family, because you may attempt to match them and to contract to where they're at. Again, what if you be the affect and you go beyond it and you go beyond it and you go beyond it? Like, what magic could you create with that? Yes. Now, the other thing I want to talk about here is I have a free gift for you if you would like it. It's called 12 Days, 12 Tools, 12 tools, I think, 12 tools and days, whatever, to an ease-filled holiday. I did it last year, so you might already have received them, but you can receive them again. You just got to go and opt in, and you will receive an email right away, and then an email a day with a tool for the next 12 days, my sweet friends, so that you can go into the holidays with all of these magical tools to truly have the most ease-filled and joy-filled holiday so far. Like, what would that take? So you'll find the link somewhere. If you can't find it, just send me a message or an email and I will get it for you. And those are all, again, just a gift from me to you so that you can truly create the magic that you would like. Which takes me to the 4th tool, is asking for what you would like. So often we focus on the problem and put all of our creative energy in the problem. And then more problem about the problem. And then we create more problems based on the problem. You get it. You get it. So start asking for what you would like. So on your way to the family event, start asking, what would it be like to have more fun than I never imagined possible today? What would it be like to have this be the most joy-filled holidays so far? What magic could I be with this event that I've never been willing to be before? So you just start asking. The moment you ask, my sweet friends, the universe will start bringing that into creation for you. Will start delivering it for you. You've just got to ask. So train yourself to know when you're creating crap and when you're spinning in problem. Train yourself to catch yourself and then start asking for what you would like. What would it take for this to be ease? What would it take for this to be magical? What would it take to laugh more today than I've ever laughed before in any lifetime? Like, whatever you want to ask for, but just start putting your creative energy into that, because honestly, my friends, that will change everything. Dr. Dane here from Access Consciousness said, and it wasn't recently, but I heard him recently because it's an old audio I was listening to, and he said, the ask and receive. So ask and receive. You ask and you receive is a reality. It's not airy-fairy. It's not fluffy. It's a reality. And are you willing for it to be your reality? Whew. Anything that doesn't allow that. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, pop, talk, shorts, boys, and beyonds. There we go, sweet friends. A little bit of a shorter show today. But go and check out those 12 tools for an ease-filled holiday, completely free for you. You just got to go and opt in and you will start getting the emails. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and I look forward to chatting again next week.